guys, thanks so much for clicking on my video. Today I wanted to share with you another mini album that I did, and sorry it's kind of shaky. This album I wanted to use a lot of color, and I actually started with the inspiration of I was watching some different distress technique videos, and so I was just playing with them on some tags and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I should just make a whole album like this, because it was fun and lots of colors, and I've never really done an album with such bright colors and so many different colors, so I thought it would be a pretty neat challenge, and I decided to go for it. So this is it. So I just put a crap ton of flowers on the front, and some keys kind of hidden here and there, and then the center photo frame there was just a wooden frame, and I painted it and then distressed it and then stamped over it, and I do like the way it has turned out. So it's kind of grungy, kind of dirty blue, and I thought that was pretty cool. So that's what's going on for the cover. The binding on this is very, very simple. I just punched the sides. This is a 6x6 album, so very standard size. I just punched holes in the side, and this lace that I used is very, very stretchy. So it and my mini albums tend to be just ridiculously fat. Look how fat that is. So I needed something that when I actually put pictures in this, I haven't quite decided what to do, if I want to do a giveaway on this one or if I want to put pictures in it. But either way, whoever puts pictures in it has a lot of room to grow, which is always a challenge with mini albums. So at least for me anyway. So it's tied by this closure here. This is just seam binding that I dyed, and I left it untucked here because I'm holding my phone and I didn't want to try and untie it because I'm very bad at that. So anyway, so let's get in the album. This first page is pretty simple. I kind of liked how this turned out. Just a little ribbon here with some bling and flowers, and this is loose, so I just tied the ribbon, the key in the ribbon, and then this just says "Home is where the heart is," and that is, I'm not sure what type of element this is. It's really thick, and it's kind of foamy almost, but it's pretty. You can't really see it very well there. Sorry guys, I have bad lighting in here. And then this part flips up, and then another couple spots for some photos, and it just says best of times at the top there. And then the next page is, so I distressed so much in this album. There are most of the pages, the coloring is different than the original paper stack. Let me show you the paper stack that I used right over here. Sorry, is just this 6x6 paper pad. We are memory keepers, and it was pretty cool. I don't have a ton of it left. But I have enough to make some tags if I wanted to, maybe a couple cards, so worked out. This page, I just did a lot of distressing, and this is heat embossed here, so stamped and heat embossed, and then some jewels there. And the inside, this is distressed on glossy paper. You can kind of see that there. And then I just took a stamp and sprayed water on it, so obviously the Tim Holtz distress ink reacts with the water, and on this glossy paper you can see it so well. So all these flourishes are just the water that I stamped on there that resisted the ink. So that was so cool. And then this one, I just put this into my Cuddle Bug. So I dry embossed it there, and then I ran over it with glossy accents, and then just did some stamping and distressing. So nice big pictures that I can put in there too, because I probably, or whoever gets this album, or if I choose to keep it, there's a lot of room for nice big size pictures, because I find that sometimes with mini albums, it is kind of a task to not like over embellish and want to put so many things on there that we forget that we gotta have room for pictures in them. So I wanted to leave big spots for pictures. So it's fun to do all these techniques and to know that, you know what, they might just be temporary, and probably put a picture on top of some of these. So, but I still like having fun doing it that way. So this one here, I just put some fibers. This is a little flip open, so it's just tucked behind this flower. And this whole piece can come off. It's just a clip there. So I did some more distressing, stuff in the background. Distressing, and then I stamped these keys, put a little pearl in them. More distressing on this one, stamping. Pretty standard on that one. Most of like these, like all of, yeah, I'll show you. All of these were originally white. I used just white cardstock, and I wanted to see how much of that I could do. So this is like just white cardstock. All of this was white cardstock because I just wanted to play with techniques. These are actual papers from the collection, but so that tucks behind there again. I won't do it now. And then this page is got a flip, so another couple flowers there, and this tag. And this tag I just distressed and put some dabs of dots of water there, so it kind of reacted, and I thought that was cool. In the back, just plain. I'm gonna stamp with I haven't, this is the last step that I need to do, is just stamp with some white pigment ink, so that like a little journaling spot, so that I can, whoever gets this, or if I use it, I can actually journal on it. And then this again, so this technique was, it's also that glossy paper. So I just distressed it, and then I stamped over it with a background stamp, all these words there in different languages, and then I let that kind of dry, and then I stamped with memento ink, these black flourishes, and then I went over them with glossy accents. So that is the effect that I got. And that one, it might take me, that one I would have a hard time putting a photo on, but the back is clear, so I can put a photo or journal if I want to on the back side and keep this how it is. Another spot for photo, and then this flips open, another large spot for a photo, and just a little tag. And then this spot too, this is the pigment white ink there. So that was pretty cool, kind of overlapped it, some jewels. And then this side, this was all seam binding that was originally white that I just put in different spots on here. Put some flowers, and this comes off. And this was also white at one point. And then, so it just looks the same on the inside. Just did a little stamping on top in kind of random areas. And then this part here, this is actually loose, so you can tuck something behind there if you want to, or if I want to. So I just punched, these come up. Another couple tags here. This one has journaling spot there. And this one, I think, yep, that one does too. And then just a little butterfly, little flourish there. And then a nice big spot for a photo. And you can put photos too on these sides. So it's held on by a magnet. And then this one, this was kind of a cool technique that I got. I can't remember who exactly I was watching on YouTube to get this technique, but I just punched a strip of black paper on both sides. And then I just put some double-sided scoring tape on here and put a bunch of glitter on top, so obviously the glitter would stick to the tape, and it sticks really, really well. And then I just put a little flower in the middle, and it's like a little belly band, so it's holding all these tags. So this tag, actually I should probably tell you some of the techniques. Some of you will know, but this one I just distressed, and then I heat embossed on top with white, and then did a little stamping in the background. I thought that was pretty cool looking. And then another black part in the back where I can journal. And this was using a mask. And then you can't really see it very well, but I put some water. I sprayed some water on it, which reacted in just little tiny bits there. So that's cool. Nothing on the back of that one. And this one, I used paint as opposed to ink, which gave a completely different look. This was a stamp. This is also that glossy paper, stamped on the sides, and just very normal on the back. So that's that page. Little corner pocket here, and I left it with like little tears. So this is another glossy page, journaling spot on the back. What I did was I took a bunch of different color distress inks and put it on a background stamp, and then I sprayed the stamp with water, and then I stamped it and distressed over it once it dried. And then I stamped on top of it, and this was the look I got. So I thought that was pretty cool. I really liked it. These ones, again, were just actually, I think this might have been blue paper. So very simple. Oops, that fell off. Should get that back on. Very simple, pretty there. Background, this was a solid, so I just distressed it. Kind of gave it some color to fit in with the album a little bit better. All of these have some kind of color on it that are distressed in some way. And then the last page here, I again used glossy paper here, and then I used a mask, and then this folds out. So a bunch of spots for pictures here, held together by a magnet. And then the last page here, this I just used a mask, or not a mask, a stamp, and that's that water resist. Water resist is a lot harder to get on just regular cardstock. It works much, much better with the glossy, unless there's a technique that I'm just not aware of that works a little bit better. If there is, definitely tell me, guys. So I did some stamping in there, distressing, and so it's just that one. And then this one I thought turned out really cool. So I just embossed it through my Cuttlebug, and then I used some distress inks that really brought out the image really well. And that's again on that glossy paper. Nothing on the back there. So nice big spot for a photo if I want to. And then just cherish your family, for they're your treasure, that guy. And then some flourishes and some just some blingies. So that is my album. There was one tag that I didn't tell you about that was a different technique I wanted to tell you real quick. It's actually this tag right over here. This tag, it kind of looks like watercolor. I don't know if you can see that. That's actually using distress ink. And I literally taped just one of those gallon-size Ziploc bags on the surface on my table here. And then I literally just took the distress ink and then just spread it on there. Sorry, I'm shaky there. And just spread it on there. And then I just misted it with water and literally just dragged the tag on it. And so I came out with this really cool watercolor image there. And then I just stamped it in the background with some permanent ink, and then stamped on top of the stamp with the clocks. And so that was kind of a cool technique that I tried. And it's just little differences that actually, it really creates quite a different look, because this is normally distressed and this is distressed with water. So you can see how different that looks. It's pretty neat. So anyway, guys, that is my mini album. I hope you liked it. Please do comment if you would like, and I will certainly let you guys know if I'm actually going to just have it as have somebody win it. So I'll let you guys know. I haven't decided yet because I really do like it, and so I don't know. Might want to put my pictures in it, maybe not though. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you join me again next time. Okay, bye.